We will reconvene out of executive session at 8:20 PM. We are on item number 3, the Chapter 380 agreement between the city and UNCO. Brian, would you like to summarize?
Yes, going back to, I'd say July, maybe June, but for sure July, we were approached by a group called UNCO, and the chief contact person there is Samir Patel. I believe he's the CEO of the group. They have a restaurant services or a restaurant group, if you will. Probably the most familiar restaurant is HG Supply, and I believe it's on University in Fort Worth. They have a sister concept called Standard Service with they already have one on the ground in Heath, Texas. And so they wanted to they like Willow Park, they like the demographics, and they think that they can make a good business here. I think the success of restaurants that have opened up in the past few months has encouraged them to come in. So they are in the process of buying property and building a restaurant. They've asked for some economic incentives to come here. The location will be on the south side of I-20, and it's kind of a new area to be developed. And we would like to try to spurn or promote growth, especially in restaurants. That's probably the number one request that we get here at City Hall is we'd like more casual, sit-down type of restaurants. So to that end, as the council's been discussing for a number of months, we've been going back and forth with the ownership group about what an incentive package would look like. And then we had Pat Chesser basically paper an agreement over the last couple of weeks for an economic development package through the local government code, Chapter 380. That's why it's called a 380 agreement. With all the whereases and herefores, the gist of the agreement is this: the city of Willow Park will install a lift station on the south side of I-20 at a place to be determined by Derek Turner, and there will be a connection from that restaurant to the lift station. I think Derek's got a number of locations, and getting access and easements will not be a problem. We've talked to the property owner already. So we'll put a lift station on the south side. That lift station will not be exclusive to the restaurant. I think that's clear to know. They'll be available for other development as it comes along. We will waive inspection and permitting fees up to $20,000. And then we will also do a 100% rebate on property taxes for a 3-year period. That is what council has directed staff to put together a couple weeks ago, and we've done that. And so you have the agreement in front of you, and we just discussed it with Pat. So any questions or concerns?
So the lift station actually includes boring under the interstate for
Yes.
connection to the new
Yes.
treatment plant on the north side?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And it's not exclusive. The lift station is not exclusive to the restaurant.
Right.
It can be
We'll have the
used.
capacity to carry anything on that side, so,
Yes, sir.
okay.
All right, any other questions or discussion? Do I have a motion?
I move to approve Chapter 380 agreement between the City of Willow Park and Unco RE Holdings, LLC, to construct and operate a standard service restaurant in the city.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor? All right, thank you very much. Okay, the next item is adjournment. Do we have a motion to adjourn? Or is there any discussion or
Real quick, so we will not meet on the 26th.
next week?
We will not meet next Tuesday. So our next meeting will be November the 9th, which is 3 weeks from today.
All right, and we didn't have on our agenda to discuss future, I think we just gave staff a list for future agendas, so if you have any, if you have any other discussion, just get with Brian and staff regarding what that agenda will look like November 9th.
So we'll have an update on parks and your planning for that?
Yes.
At that time,
Yes.
okay.
So, all right, do I have a motion to adjourn?
I move we adjourn.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, all in favor? Thank you. We are adjourned at
Thank you.
8:28.
8:28.